They say when a good man dies, the silence screams louder than sirens. A single bullet hole through the display window of Briggs Market, the local corner store. Blood on the floor. Yellow tape flutters, like warning flags in the wind. A crowd gathers, hushed murmurs and camera phones, but no one steps too close. The body is already gone, but the stain remains. So does the pain. Leaning against the graffiti-tagged brick wall across the street. Hood up, arms folded, unlit cigarette dangling from his lips. He doesn't blink, doesn't speak, just watches. Detective Carson glances at him, nudges a younger cop. "There's your guy," he mutters. 3 priors, 2 years upstate, always hanging around the place. The young cop glances at his notepad. "He worked for Mr. Briggs, right?" "Yeah," Carson says. "Stocking shelves or some story like that." "Think he did it?" "I think if he didn't, he knows who did." The store was quiet. Mr. Briggs, the old man who'd owned it for 30 years, was sweeping behind the counter. Jayden was stacking milk crates. "Told you not to lift with your back, old head." Jayden joked. "Told you not to call me old head." Briggs grinned back. They laugh. It's genuine, and it's the last time anyone sees Mr. Briggs alive. The camera pans to Alana Briggs, mid-20s. Tears smudge the edges of her makeup. She stares daggers through the crowd, and they part when she sees him. "Jayden, why are you even here?" she spits. "He was like family to me," he says quietly. "Family," her voice cracks. "You're the reason he kept that gun under the counter." She walks away before he can respond. In this neighborhood, your past walks 2 steps ahead of you. Doesn't matter what you've changed, they still see who you used to be. Jayden returns to the crime scene. Tape still flaps in the wind. He steps over it, kneels beside a shattered bottle of hot sauce and the crushed petals of a spilled rose bouquet. Mr. Briggs always kept a few for Alana's late mother. He reaches into his hoodie, pulls out a key. Not to the front door, to the back room. Jayden flips the light. Dust, shelves, receipts. But one drawer catches his eye. It's open, empty. He closes his eyes, swears under his breath. There was cash in that drawer. A lot. For the boxing gym. For the Thanksgiving food drive. Briggs kept it hidden for Jayden. Damn. Then he sees it. Taped under the desk. A folded note. He unfolds it. "You can't run from where you came from, Jay. Even good intentions still bleed. D." They saw a thug. They never saw the man who lost the only one who believed in him. Jayden sits at the edge of his bed. The note from the back of the store in one hand. A photo in the other. Him and Mr. Briggs at the youth center opening last summer. Both smiling. But Jayden ain't smiling now. He picks up a burner phone. Dials. 1 ring. 2. Voicemail. "Hello. We need to talk. Don't make me come find you." Prison gates open. Jayden walks out with a trash bag of belongings and nothing waiting on the other side. No hugs. No home. Just the corner. Within weeks, the old life comes sniffing around. Hello. Big E tiny. Same crew. Same game. Only difference. Jayden's out and trying to stay out. Mr. Briggs is the first to believe him. Offers him part-time work. Doesn't flinch when he says, "I got priors." Just shrugs and says, "You got shelves to stock." Jayden walks through the block. The kids quiet down when they see him. Some look up to him. Others keep their distance. A little boy named Marcus runs up. "Jayden, you still doing movie night at the center?" Jayden kneels down. "Not this week, little man. But soon. You stay out of trouble, all right?" The boy nods, smiles, runs off. Jayden stands, eyes narrowed. Across the street, he sees a shadow watching him. It's D-Lo. D-Lo leans against a busted black Chevy, puffing on a blunt. Gold chain. Scar under his left eye. A memory from back when Jayden took a bottle for him in a bar fight. "Didn't expect to hear from you, Jay." D-Lo smirks. "What did you do?" Jayden cuts to the chase. "What I do?" D-Lo laughs. "Nah, man. That wasn't us." Jayden gets closer. "Briggs is dead. Money gone. And someone left your handwriting on a note in his back room." D'Lo's smile fades. You think I'd cross you like that? You already did, years ago. I'm just checking if you did it again. D'Lo steps back, shakes his head. You're looking in the wrong direction, bro. We stopped Tashi, that block a long time ago. Why? D'Lo lights his blunt, says something that lands like a brick. 'Cause Briggs was paying someone else protection. Someone bigger. You digging in the wrong dirt, Jay. Jayden sits in Mr. Briggs' office at the community center. Everything feels colder without him. Alana walks in. She's holding something. A folder. Found this in my dad's safe. Thought you should see it. Jayden opens it. Inside, a stack of receipts. Bank transfers. Thousands of dollars. Sent to a city account labeled Neighborhood Development Fund. A name sticks out on the top page. Councilman Henry Keller. Alana's voice is shaky. Why was my father paying a politician monthly deposits? Jayden looks up, eyes dark, because he thought the streets would kill him. Turns out, City Hall beat them to it. In the game of survival, sometimes the dirtiest hands wear suits, and sometimes the ones called thugs were the only ones trying to clean up the mess. A fresh painting of Mr. Briggs going up, kids watching, spray cans clinking. Jayden stands back. From behind him, Alana's voice. You really loved him, didn't you? He nods. He gave me a second chance, when I didn't even ask for one. Jayden sits on a swing, hoodie up, head low. A cold wind rattles the rusted chains beside him, but he doesn't flinch. In his lap, a worn notebook. Mr. Briggs' ledger. He flips a page. More payments. More names. But one line is circled. Donation, Keller Foundation. $10,000 / Box Academy renovation. Jayden whispers under his breath. That gym was my project. Briggs never told me he used Keller's money. Briggs and Jayden stand outside the abandoned lot that would become the youth boxing gym. You sure about this? Briggs asked. Kids need somewhere to let out the fight without getting locked up for it. Then we'll make it happen. Briggs smiled. I've got a few friends in City Hall. Jayden never asked what that meant. Now he knows. Jayden sneaks into city records after hours. A janitor friend props open the back door. He slips inside. Dim lights. Cold tile floors. He finds the permit drawer. Pulls files. Pages. Stamps. Payments. Keller Foundation. Donations. Bribes. He finds a folder labeled Urban Reclaim Project, Zone C. Inside, a proposal to bulldoze Briggs' store and the youth center to make way for a new high-rise development. Approved. Signed by Councilman Henry Keller. Dated 1 week before Briggs was killed. Jayden's blood runs cold. Jayden returns home. Door already cracked open. He tenses. Steps in slow. Living room's dark. Kitchen's empty. Then creak. He spins. A figure emerges from the shadows. Alana. Damn, girl. You trying to get yourself hurt? I knocked. You didn't answer. She shrugs, but her eyes are puffy. I didn't want to be alone tonight. Jayden softens. He nods toward the couch. She sits. Then silence. Long uncomfortable. Honest. You were right. She says finally. My father, he was scared. I found a voicemail on his phone. It was deleted, but I recovered it. She plays it. Mr. Briggs' voice. Shaky. Whispering. If anything happens to me, it wasn't the streets. It was Keller. He's cleaning house. And I got too loud. Jayden closes his eyes. The man who gave him a second chance, murdered. Not for money. Not revenge. But because he tried to help. Alana stays. Not for passion. For peace. They sit in silence. She leans into him. He lets her. Two broken people. One shared loss. You ever think you could have had a different life? She asks softly. Yeah, Jayden says. But I stopped wishing for it a long time ago. She looks up. Maybe it's not too late. Jayden wakes up to a knock. It's a little kid from the youth gym. Marcus. Tears in his eyes. They took Coach Reggie. Jayden kneels. What do you mean? Two guys. Black van. Said he's asking too many questions. They said they'd come back for you. Jayden's heart stops. He's not the only one digging, but he might be the last one left. He looks into the lens. If you're seeing this, it means I didn't make it out. But don't let them paint me as the villain. This community saved me. Mr. Briggs saved me. And they're killing people like him because folks like me stopped staying quiet. He breathes deep. I ain't scared of dying. I'm scared of not being remembered right. He hits save. Fade to black. They called him a thug. But thugs don't leave behind evidence, warnings, and hope. Jayden stands across the street. Put up. Earbuds in. Not for music. He's listening to the last voicemail Briggs left again. Over and over. If anything happens to me, it was Keller. He looks up at the building. Inside those glass doors, clean suits and polished lies. Jayden's not a detective. He's not a lawyer. He's just a man with a past. And a promise to keep. Aide walks in. Sir, there's someone downstairs asking about the Urban Reclaim project. Keller doesn't look up. Tell them to submit a request like everyone else. It's Jayden Cole. Pause. Keller slowly closes his laptop. Security, he says. Now, Jayden is walking fast. He knows he's being followed. 2 men. Unmarked clothes. Earpieces. He turns down a side street. Empty. Fenced. He stops. Waits. They approach. Mr. Cole, one says. Councilman Keller would like a word. Funny, Jayden smirks. I was just about to say the same. Then boom. Jayden hits a smoke grenade on the ground, lifted from a security guard friend at the youth center. Confusion. Shouting. Jayden bolts through the smoke and disappears down a sewer grate he pried open the day before. He planned this. Every step. Jayden slides into a quiet diner. A woman waits, laptop open, tape recorder ready. Her name, Lisa Trent, local reporter, known for exposing corrupt housing projects. You said you had something, she says. I got proof Keller's behind Briggs' murder. He was laundering funds through the youth center. Briggs threatened to go public. Next week, he's dead. He hands her the camcorder footage, the receipts, the voicemail. Her hands shake. This could take him down. Not could. Will. Jayden gets a call. Unknown number. He picks up. Static. Then a voice. Alana. Whispering. Crying. Jayden, they grabbed me. Said if you don't stop, they'll. Click. Line dies. Jayden's face hardens. Jayden walks in. Alone. Silent. The gym is dark. Only a single bulb swinging above the ring. Then, Keller's voice echoes from the shadows. You really thought this would work? You think a thug with a video camera scares me? Jayden steps into the ring. I think it's about time someone did. Lights click on. 4 men enter behind Keller. Suits. Guns. No badges. Jayden takes off his hoodie. Cracks his knuckles. One of you touches her. I make sure everyone knows what you did. Every single file. Keller smiles. She's alive. For now. But by morning, this little crusade of yours? Buried. Then I hope you're watching the news. Just then, Lisa's live report hits every phone in the room. Buzzes. Beeps. Notifications. Breaking. Local councilman tied to murder and illegal land grab. Voicemails, documents, and witness testimony surface tonight. The guards freeze. Jayden's voice cuts through. Sometimes a thug's just a man who learned to survive. But me, I learned how to fight back. Police sirens rise outside. Someone leaked the address. Alana sits beside Jayden on the gym steps. Safe. The mural of Briggs on the wall behind them. You really did it, she says. We did it, Jayden replies. But it ain't over. What now? Jayden looks out over the street as kids start arriving for the morning class. Now we build something that lasts. Not with money, with memory. They called him a thug, but he was the kind that turned fists into foundations, pain into purpose, and silence into a voice loud enough to change a city. Kids laughing, gloves hitting bags, energy in the air. A new mural stretches across the back wall. It shows Mr. Briggs, Alana's father, and Jayden, standing in front of the gym, arms folded, like protectors of the block. But Jayden's not here today. Not in the building. Not in the city. Jayden stands in a courtroom. Clean suit. Straight posture. Lisa Trent's investigation led to over 6 arrests, including Councilman Keller and 3 corrupt officers. But someone had to pay for obstruction, breaking into city records, and the vigilante stunt at the gym. Jayden pleaded guilty to trespassing and tampering with evidence. Charges stacked to quiet the media frenzy. He took the deal. 18 months, served 6 with time off. Alana visits. "You shouldn't be in here," she whispers. "I knew what I signed up for," Jayden says. "This place don't scare me." "You save people, Jay. You shouldn't be punished for that." "I wasn't punished. I was purified." He places her hand over his heart. "The streets gave me pain. Briggs gave me purpose. You gave me peace." Jayden walks up. Fresh out. Clean shirt. Scar over his eyebrow. Same slow, heavy steps, but something different in his eyes. He opens the door. Inside, kids freeze. Then one boy, Marcus, sprints toward him. "Coach Jay." The gym erupts. As Jayden starts wrapping hands and showing new combos, a man steps inside. Suit, tie, badge. Detective Raul Torres. He investigated Briggs' murder and always had his doubts about Jayden. Jayden narrows his eyes. "You here to take me back?" Torres shakes his head. "Nah, I came to thank you." He reaches into his jacket, pulls out a letter from someone who saw what you did and wanted you to have this. Jayden opens the envelope. Inside, a letter from Briggs' estranged brother, a lawyer who never knew how much Briggs did for his community until the story broke. At the bottom, "In honor of my brother, I've established the Dorsey Briggs Foundation for Youth Justice and Rehabilitation. The first donation, $500,000. Use it how you see fit." Jayden's hands shake. "He used to tell me I was more than just where I came from." Jayden mutters. Guess he wasn't the only one who believed it. Jayden stands alone in the ring. No gloves, no pads, just silence. He looks up at the mural of Briggs. "We made it, old man. You ain't just a mural now. You're a movement." They called him a thug, but he walked out a builder, a brother, and a blueprint for how a broken man can rebuild a broken system. If you knew someone like Jayden, would you have seen his heart or just his hoodie? Drop a comment. Let's talk.